Hello.
Hello.
How are you doing today?
Good.
Awesome. So today we are going to start with the answer. This first information we want to get is regarding your strengths and what you do under stress. This information will help us in the preparation phase for you. We will see what you are really good at doing and also what is less developed for you. This information will be useful as we continue the EMDR treatment process. As you answer the following questions, there is no need to read into them too much. Whatever comes to mind first will be fine.
Okay.
Right. So, first question is, what are you most proud of?
My stability.
What is difficult for you to do?
Be still.
What do you do when you're under stress?
Keep busy.
How do you handle extreme pressure?
I feel like I get really anxious, but I can get things done.
How are you with deadlines?
I like them. They're fine. I can normally get it done either way, but if a deadline's like looming, it helps to get it done.
How do you get your way?
That's my washer. I'm sorry. It's so loud. How do I get my way? I feel like if I know somebody is going to likely give me my way, I will probably ask for it, or if it's like really important to me. Otherwise, I probably just will let it go.
Is it easy for you to say no?
No.
Do you cry easily?
Yeah.
What do you do when you are upset?
If it's something like social, so like relationship wise, whether with friends or with my partner, I get really anxious and I need to address it.
Do you cry in front of others?
Depends on the person. If I'm closer to them, yeah.
Would you call yourself a rule follower?
Probably, yeah, even if I don't want to be.
How do you deal with conflict?
I can't like let conflict just sit, like people are like, go take a nap or like go to bed or like, let it just dissipate. That's just not me. I can't do that. It makes me really anxious.
In an emergency situation, what are you likely to do?
Jump in. Just like fix it. Do what I can to help.
Is it easy for you to ask for help?
I don't really know anymore because I'm not really in a position where I need to ask for help a lot. So I would say it's situational and dependent on like who I want to ask.
Is it difficult for you to accept help?
So I'm gonna reframe that answer because I was thinking about when I try to do something and I can't do it and I can't do it. My boyfriend's like, just let me do it. That pisses me off even more. And I'm like, no, I can do it. And then I have to decide to be like, no, never mind, I can't do it. You take care of it. So hard for me to ask for help, but when I want the help, I'm like, just fucking do it.
All right, that's fair. How convincing are you?
I've always said I don't feel like I put myself in situations to be like have to be convincing over something. But the more I'm in like this kind of career path, I feel like without even attempting to be, I can be pretty convincing.
What are you likely to do when someone tells you no?
I don't typically put myself in situations where I think somebody's going to tell me no. Um, I just don't normally do. But my first instinct, if somebody says no to me, to like internalize that and like have like a icky feeling towards that.
How do you handle negative feedback or criticism?
I'm the kind of person that genuinely feels like if it comes from a place that's constructive, that is a really beautiful thing. And I've tried to learn to accept that. I don't think most people do well with giving constructive criticism. So I'm not sure. I know that I take it personally. So I'm not sure if that's because a lot of people really struggle to do that in like a healthy way, or if I just can't really internalize it that well.
Okay, well, thank you, Emily. Now, in this next section, we are going to be looking at various areas of strengths. I will be taking a guess about where you are in each of these areas. My guess will be based on the answers to the answer questions that we just completed. It is very helpful to have you correct me after I guess. We will then, no, that's it. Okay. Okay, so the first area is boundaries. So uh, ability to freely give and receive, clear about personal choices and rights of others, ability to choose. Um, on the far left, we have good at being firm, and on the far right, we have good at being flexible. Um, it seems like you are pretty good at being flexible, but when it comes to certain things, you're also good at being firm. So I'd say you're kind of in the middle.
Yeah, I think that learning boundaries has been something that's been super, super important to me. And so I've tried to really learn to fall in the middle of that. And I think I still can struggle with that a lot, with being a little bit too flexible in certain situations, but I think it's been like growth.
The next part is verbal expression. Um, so we on the far left we have good at verbal expression, and far right good at listening. And this is another one where it seems like you're pretty in the middle of that. It seems that you are able to um put words to feelings as well as able to listen to others as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think that I mean, yes, I completely agree that I fall in the middle. Sometimes I really have to challenge like my ADHD and not blurting out things when I'm thinking of things, which has been like an active process. But yeah, I would say I fall in the middle of that one.
The next one is affect regulation. We have on one end good at calming yourself alone, and on the other end good at reaching out for comfort. To me, it seems like you're pretty good at reaching out for comfort when it's needed.
Yeah, I definitely struggle more with calming myself down alone. Definitely feel the urge to reach out to other people to help me self-regulate, and that's something I want to work on.
Sure. And for personal power, we have good at making things happen, and then good at going with the flow. Um, it seems that you are somewhat in the middle, but it also seems that you lean a little bit more on good at making things happen.
Yeah,
Seems like
I
you're pretty good in control.
yeah. Completely agree with you. Going with the flow has been a learned response to a lot of things, and going with the flow can be really, really, really enjoyable for me. So I've been trying to lean more into that in like the last 10 years.
And then the last one is influence. So, one end we have good at convincing, and then the other end good at noticing what others want. Um, on this one, it seems to me that you're pretty in the middle with this, that you can be good with convincing when it's something that's important to you or something that like you are very, you know, passionate about, but also on the other end, it seems that you're also really good at noticing what other people want too.
Yeah, I think I would fall more on the end of noticing what other people want. Definitely like in the middle. But I only think that's because I don't actively try to convince people a lot of things. I don't think it's not because I'm not capable at this point, if that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It definitely makes sense. Well, thank you so much for correcting me on that one. Hey. Um, and so Emily, just with all of that information we gathered, I would like I just was taking a little bit to notice some steps, some patterns and whatnot with your answers and the way you responded. And with everything we've discussed today, it sounds like that you are really good at um, being in control, as well as keeping yourself busy and being like goal oriented, like you're on the move. You always do, um, and um, not, I guess, like how you had mentioned, it's hard for you to just like let conflict sit. So it seems like you're somebody that needs to be you're a doer. It seems like you're a doer, and um, and yeah, that's what it sounds like you are good at. And it's sorry. And it seems like it's harder for you to it seems like it's harder for you to sit still and maybe sit in your feelings.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, and when you get close to pain, and especially during times of reprocessing, um, I wonder if you will keep yourself busy not feel, to not sit in that pain or feel that pain.
Yeah, I think to a sort, like if we were reprocessing, I probably would like look for the solution rather than just sitting in it.
Sure, sure. Okay. Well, awesome. Thank you so much, Emily, for everything today. Excellent work. I will go ahead and see you next time.
Thank you.
Thanks.